Thank you for always watching Sequoise. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe, like, and notifications for stay tuned for upcoming contents. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed today's video too. In my Sydney City video, you might remember that you can see Milsons Point from the rocks. That's right, Milsons Point is one of the best spots to take stunning panoramic photos of Sydney, and there's so much interesting stuff around. Also, there are so many interesting things to see about Milsons Point, so today I'd like to talk about Milsons Point and some of the nearby places as well. First, catch the ferry from Circular Quay to Milsons Point Wharf. Head to Wharf 5 at Circular Quay to board the ferry. While you're on the ferry, you can take some absolutely stunning photos of the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. The ferry to Milsons Point even goes under the Harbour Bridge, which is such a cool experience. When you arrive, Luna Park Sydney is right in front of you, and if you turn right, there are even more interesting things waiting for you. If you turn right, you can head over to Olympic Park and Bradfield Park. It's one of the best spots to take stunning city photos. Did you know that so many people come to Milsons Point Wharf just to capture this amazing view? And this is also a great, relaxing spot to have a picnic. If you continue walking this way, you might even see the waves splashing up dramatically. There are also some hidden gems to explore around here. It's just a short walk from Milsons Point Wharf, and you've probably seen plenty of people taking Instagram selfies here. Trust me, you can take so many amazing photos here. However, the waves can be quite strong and you could accidentally fall into the water. It's also a bit secluded, so it might be risky if you're alone. That's why I recommend coming with friends instead of visiting by yourself. If you walk up this way, you'll get to Milsons Point, which connects straight to the Harbour Bridge. You can enjoy amazing city views while crossing the bridge, and some people even jog here for exercise. Keep walking and you'll eventually reach Milsons Point Station too. But as you can see, walking to Milsons Point Station and the wharf from here is a bit of a trek. You'll have to walk quite a way. That's why I really recommend catching the ferry instead. But if you take the train heading toward the Harbour Bridge, you'll get this amazing view. And if you go to the other way, you'll end up in North Sydney. When you get off at North Sydney, head up the stairs and turn left. You can catch this view from here as well. Back near the station, if you keep walking straight, you'll find lots of food options and shops. It's a great spot to grab lunch or a meal. In North Sydney, you'll also find Victoria Cross Station, which connects to the Sydney Metro. Like I mentioned in my Hillshire video, when the Metro was extended to the city, it goes right to North Sydney. That's where Victoria Cross Station comes in. At Victoria Cross Station, if you exit toward Denison Street or Miller Street South, you'll see two sets of escalators. The three shorter escalators takes you down to a food area with lots of places to eat, while the three longer escalators bring you up to the street outside. Once again, North Sydney has so many interesting things to explore. Starting from North Sydney Station, take the train to Waverton, then head left onto Bay Road. When you get to Woolcott Street, turn left again, and you'll find yourself at Waverton Park. And here's a little secret, Barry's Bay Lookout is tucked away inside the park. Just keep walking straight and you'll get there. And along the way, you might even spot some trains passing by. Barry's Bay Lookout is definitely one of the best spots to take in these amazing city views. Around here, there are even some great spots for train spotting. Back at Milsons Point Wharf, you can catch the 2:30 bus, which passes to North Sydney and then heads to Newtown Bay and Cremorne along Military Road. There are so many restaurants along the way, it almost feels like its own little town. Did you know that the bus stops in Newtown Bay have LCD screens that show when the next bus is arriving and which route it is? Newtown Bay and Cremorne also have easy access to Wynyard Station. From Wynyard, you can catch the B1 bus. It's a double-decker bus. When it crosses the Harbour Bridge, you can enjoy an amazing panoramic view of the harbour. The B1 bus even has charging ports, and it goes all the way to Mona Vale. You can also catch the 172X or 173X buses too. You can also take the 225 bus from here to reach Cremorne Wharf. It's another hidden gem where you can get an up-close view of this amazing spot. Sometimes you can even see waves splashing up here. You can also take the ferry from here. Just head to Wharf 4 at Circular Quay. Wharf 4 is where you can catch the ferry to Cremorne Point Wharf. Military Road is actually one of the busiest roads in Sydney. If you continue along it, you arrive at Mosman and Spit Junction, where the road splits into two. I'd recommend heading right to stay on the Military Road. There are lots of great shopping spots around here too. And if you hop on the 114 bus, you can even reach Balmoral Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in Sydney. But before you catch the 114 bus, you'll notice that Military Road already has plenty of shopping options to explore. Anyway, Balmoral Beach is super relaxing and one of the best spots for swimming. The waves aren't as strong as at other beaches, which makes it much safer. And if you're visiting a beach in Sydney, you have to try fish and chips. It's the classic beach treat. Also, if you visit Balmoral Beach, you'll notice that it's one of the longest beaches in Sydney. It's definitely one of the best beaches in the city too. You should definitely visit Rocky Point Island at Balmoral Beach. From there, you can enjoy beautiful views of the ocean and the surrounding beaches. Did you know that from Balmoral Beach, you can catch the 238 bus straight to Taronga Zoo? The bus drops you right at the entrance. If you keep going a little further, you will reach Taronga Zoo Wharf. From there, hop on the ferry and enjoy some incredible views on your way back to Circular Quay. Back on Military Road, there's another bus you can take, the 100 bus, which also goes to Taronga Zoo. It actually loops from Taronga Zoo to Wynyard and QBB, making it really convenient if you want to visit the zoo straight from the city. I'll cover Taronga Zoo in another video, since this one is focused on the areas close by. There's so much to see at the zoos that it deserves its own video. From Taronga Zoo, take the 238 bus down to Taronga Zoo Wharf and catch the ferry. Fun fact, it goes all the way to Circular Quay, and while on the ferry, you can snap some amazing panoramic shots of Sydney, including the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge, and so much more. Around here, you can even catch the Bendy bus. They run on routes like the 100, 172X, 173X, and plenty of others, perfect for a fun ride around the city. Back on Military Road, let's turn left onto Speed Road. The B1 bus continues this way. You can also take the 144 bus, which runs between Chatswood and Manly. Fun fact, the 144 sometimes operates as a bendy bus, while the B1 is a double-decker. Both buses go all the way to Speedbridge, though if you're unlucky, you might get stuck at a red light for nearly 5 minutes. If you're curious about Chatswood or Manly, check out my video on Chatswood and Manly Bondi beaches. The link's in the description. Before we go on to the next area, since I've been talking about beaches in Sydney, I want to acknowledge something serious that happened recently. On 14 December 2025, there was a tragic mass shooting at Bondi Beach during a Hanukkah event that killed and injured many people. It was a shocking and heartbreaking moment for Sydney and all of Australia. Around that time, there were also a number of shark attacks reported along East Coast beaches, leading to some closures as authorities worked to keep people safe. I was personally very saddened by all of this, and my thoughts are with those affected. I sincerely hope nothing like these events happens again. Once again, I send my wishes that these events never happen again, and I want to express my heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims of the Bondi Beach shooting and the shark attacks. Back at Victoria Cross Station, you can take the metro to Crow's Nest and then walk along Pacific Highway. St. Leonard's Station is just nearby, and while you're in the area, Lane Cove is also close by. Lane Cove is packed with restaurants, so you'll never run out of food options, and there are plenty of shops too. There are also lots of parks, and you can check out the Lane Cove Aquatic Center for swimming and other water activities. Back at Circular Quay Wharf 5, you can take the same ferry that goes to Milsons Point Wharf and get off at Milsons Point, just after Milsons Point. From here, you get an amazing view of the Sydney Harbour Bridge with the Opera House right below. From Milsons Point, you can catch the 254 or 291 buses. Both go through North Sydney, Crow's Nest, St. Leonard's and Lane Cove. After Lane Cove, they take different routes. The 254 goes to Riverview, while the 291 continues to Mako Shopping Centre, Mako University and Epping. Today, we explore so many interesting places around Milsons Point and the nearby areas. There are lots of spots where you can enjoy amazing panoramic views of the city. Milsons Point, Mosman and many other nearby areas are really relaxing places to visit. I'm sure it will be a great experience for you too. The reason I started for Milsons Point is because it's one of the best spots to see panoramic views of the city. I also forgot to mention something in my Sydney City video. Every year on January 1st, large parts of the city are closed and Milsons Point Wharf gets packed with people from early in the morning on December 31st. That's because everyone gathers here to watch the famous New Year's Eve fireworks. Because of this event, the area gets extremely busy and many roads around the harbour are closed. Milsons Point is one of the best places to watch the New Year's fireworks. Did you know that many other walls and viewing spots where you can clearly see the Harbour Bridge or the city skyline are also closed from December 1st to January 1st? That's because huge crowds gather in these areas to watch the fireworks. As I mentioned earlier, Cremorne Point is quite similar to Milsons Point Wharf, where you can also enjoy beautiful panoramic views of the city. Barry's Bay Lookout in Waverton Park is another great spot. It's usually very quiet and relaxing because there are many people around, but since it's excluded, I recommend visiting with friends or family just to stay safe and avoid any potential hazards. Also at Neutral Bay, buses sometimes stop at different stands, so make sure to keep an eye out for your bus. Since there are so many interesting places among these spots I mentioned today, I hope you get the chance to visit most of them if you're currently in Sydney. Also, here's a little hack when you're getting fish and chips. Try ordering some calamari too. Calamari with fish and chips is honestly one of the best combinations ever. That's it for today's video. I hope you found some amazing spots to enjoy panoramic views of Sydney, plus some relaxing and iconic places around the city. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you can catch all my upcoming adventures. If this video was helpful, be sure to save it and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.